Core muscles, and we're going to talk about can a weak core cause neck pain. So, when I talk about core muscles, or when any of us talk about core muscles, we usually think of the abdominal muscles, right? You think about the abs, the six pack abs, etc. However, there are core muscles present in your neck as well, actually all along your spine. So, let me first explain to you what are core muscles. What exactly does it mean when you say it's a core muscle or not a core muscle? And then how does this concept of a core muscle fit into your neck area? And can a weakness in the core muscles cause a weakness in the neck and then eventually neck pain? So, before I jump into the topic, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Swati. I'm an executive mom power coach. So I help moms of younger kids who work in high stress executive jobs manage the aches and pains and discomforts that come as a part of their motherhood journey. Now, what exactly do I mean by that? So, in simple English, it means your spinal pain, that is your neck or back pain, or your joint pains that basically come from either your pregnancy, during your childbirth, they've started during your childbirth, or the years after. So, I know moms are busy people, and we either you are one of those moms who has researched about your aches or pains, and you probably tried everything under the sun as nothing has really worked for you, or you're one of those moms who are too busy. You prioritize other things like your job, your kids, and your family, and you don't have time to look into all this, or you don't have a chunk of time to devote to getting over that aches and pains. So, this is where I come in. I give you easy tips, simple lifestyle hacks, simple exercises that you can incorporate within your daily schedule. So, you don't have to take out a chunk of time for the exercises I tell you. And that's how I help you manage these neck pains, back pains, basically spinal and joint pains. So, well, that's about me. And let's go back to can a weak core cause neck pain? Now, when you're talking about muscles in your body, if you can divide them broadly into either core muscles or, well, all the other muscles. So basically, when you look at the surface of the body, you see these big muscles. Like, for example, if you're looking at somebody's back, you see all these big muscles on the back. These muscles are known as global muscles. They're basically muscles that create movement, right? They produce torque, or, well, in simple words, they produce movement. So if I'm moving my hand around like this right now, there are some muscles in my arm, in my forearm, etc., that are working to create this movement. So then what are core muscles? So let's shift back to the spine. So when we say core muscles, these are the muscles that are the deepest layer of muscles. So you once you go through those global or the movement muscles, those movers, deep inside beneath those movers, just next to your spine, are the core muscles. So if say this is say your, well, it's not, but if suppose this is your vertebral column, so you're looking at the vertebral column, and there are muscles that go from one vertebra to another, or they are either in front or side or back of the spine, basically in and around the spine. These muscles are creating a stabilizing effect around your spine. So they're basically like a scaffolding around a building. So these are the stabilizer muscles. So, for example, if I am reaching overhead to pick up something from the shelf, my stabilizer muscles are going to stabilize my shoulder, while the big movement muscles are going to create this big movement of raising my arm up. Okay, so similarly in my spine, when I'm bending over, or say I'm looking down at something, my stabilizers are going to stabilize the spine so it is stable. Well, that's what they do. And then my big movement muscles are helping me to look down or bend over. It is something like, if you want an analogy, it's like a light switch, right? So if you flick the light switch on or off like that, your global or the bigger muscles can do an action, or they are at rest, right? But your stabilizer muscles, they are like a light switch that's persistently on It's a light switch that has got a dimmer. So either the local muscles, that is your core muscles, are either working hard or they're working a little bit less. So basically, they've either got light work or hard work, but they're always on, right? So these are your core muscles. So in the neck, you have your as I said, the deepest layer of muscles. These are your core muscles. Now, if your core muscles are weak, what's going to happen is you are not going to have that stabilizing effect of the core muscles around your cervical spine or your neck, and your neck is not going to be stable. There's going to be weakness around those core muscles, but in addition to that, the global or the bigger muscles on the surface, and the commonest one is your trapezius muscle, it will show the compensation effect. So basically, in order to compensate for the weakness of the core muscles, the bigger muscles are going to be overactive, and in simple words, they're going to go into a spasm, right? And they're going to get really tight. That's why when your core muscles are weak, you get this spasm and tightnesses around the global muscles as well, the bigger muscles, and this basically muscular imbalance around your neck. Now, the commonest one that happens is your the front of your neck. There are these muscles that are sitting in the front here. So if you were, say, to do this, look up, you will, and you turn to the side, you will realize there are some ropey muscles around here. So commonest one to get tight are these muscles here. They are overactive, they are tight. And imagine your neck is in the middle. So if whatever is sitting in the front is tight, what's it going to do? It's going to pull your neck forwards. So what's the commonest thing that happens when there is a core weakness is these muscles get tight, this happens. So this is a forward head posture. If you're not familiar with forward head posture, you can go to my YouTube channel. I've done quite a few videos on there. So if you search on YouTube, if you search my name, Swati Prakash, and then you type in forward head or posture or neck pain, all these videos will come up and you can have a look there. But very briefly, a forward head posture is when your neck is not sitting in neutral here. It is basically you're poking your neck out, and that leads to rounding shoulders, slumped back, and basically your whole spine is in a poor posture. Anyway, going back to your core muscles. So, just looking at my notes here, yeah, so this is what happens when you have a weak core, and that can cause neck pain. Now, regardless of the problem that is causing your of your neck pain, it works the other way around as well. Okay, let me just back up here. So, as I said, a weak core can lead to neck pain, and it works the other way as well. The neck pain can lead to weakness in the core muscles. So, if you've had neck pain because of a disc issue, a stenosis, degenerative disc disease, any of the problems in the neck, most of the times you will get weakness in your neck, and that weakness will then translate to a weakness in your core muscles as well. So you see how it's all connected together. So one thing leads to the other, and vice versa. So if you've had any problems that has led to neck pain, it is a good idea to go in for strengthening of these weak core muscles, along with a strengthening of your muscular to get rid of that muscular imbalance in your superficial muscles. All right, so that is what I wanted to cover today. And if you're one of those who've had surgeries, sorry, if you're one of those who've had surgeries, or you've had, just one second, I'm having some tech issues here. So if you're one of those who've had surgeries or any neck problems, it is not enough to just do some stretches and maintain the range of motion of your neck. You also need to strengthen your muscles in the neck, especially your core muscles. Alrighty, and if you guys want to learn more about simple solutions to working around or managing your neck pain, I'm going to do a free training in my community. It's a free community. I will leave a link in the description of this video so you can join from there. If you're watching with Instagram, the link is in my bio. So I am going to do a free training on simple solutions to manage your neck pain in my community. If you're watching this video sometime in the future, it's already sitting there in my community. It lives there forever. And once you join my community, you have lifetime access. Alrighty, I will see you guys next time. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below this video and I'll pick